Hello, this is Wild Hurricane Productions with another Minecraft video. This is Minecraft Engineering. My first segment of videos was redstone circuitry, and the difference is the redstone circuitry is specifically only the redstone wiring stuff, and Minecraft Engineering is starting to incorporate generators and pistons and moving parts essentially to make machines. That's the difference. So here is my self-repairing building. I'm going to show you first I'll show you what it does, I guess, first. So I have fence doors. I'll explain to you why in a second, but this is what I mean by self-repairing building. All the floor repairs itself, all the walls will repair itself, and even the roof repairs itself as well. So there's not one spot in this building, on the frame of the building anyway, that doesn't repair. These stairs don't repair themselves. That's not part of the frame, but this part does. So, and then, the outside. So I'll show you how it works, and then I'm not going to show you how to build the whole thing because it will take some time, but I'll show you how it works, and I'll show you the rough idea of how to build it yourself. Essentially, what it is this piston pushes all these blocks all the way over here, and then this starts your first wall. So this piston pushes all these blocks all the way over, and then there's a row of, you can't really see it, there's a row of pistons underneath that pushes everything up. Once everything gets over to the end here, there's a sticky piston here that actually will grab the next block, bring it here, and then it can keep pushing it this way. This is the same thing, it creates another wall. This is the floor. This is what creates your floor right here. If you look, the floor is above you, and then up here, there's the floor. Again, another wall, and then it comes to the end where it wraps around here and makes your last wall there. Another sticky piston there to bring it. There's your it's the floor, and then there's your roof. It works the same way. So once your wall is built all the way up, and then these push to make your roof. So the way it works essentially is a piston can only push up to 12 blocks, and once it gets to that 12, it will stop and wait. So you have to have this. I'll explain. I'm going to explain to you why it has to be the way it is. I'll explain to you why it has to be, I don't know what the proper term for that would be, but a pulse. It has to have a variable pulse. Each piston has to have a pulse to it, and I'll explain to you why in case you don't know. But I'll also explain to you how to feed this, because at first, the reason why it's two different blocks is because when I first built this, I didn't think about a cobblestone generator, and I just built it with a really long feed, and each corner adds an extra block. So I made it ended up becoming like 12 blocks. You could make a 12 block hole and it would repair it, but then you'd have to go all the way back over here and replace the feed. The problem with this is, as you can see, these aren't going, but those are. So the bigger it was, my timing ended up getting all screwed up, and it didn't work out as well as I thought it was going to. And then someone I showed this to had mentioned, why don't you connect it to a cobblestone generator? So that gave me the idea. You know, I know about cobblestone generators and I know how to make them. I just didn't even think about it. You know, I thought that was a great idea. So now I don't have to refeed it. It is a constant supply, so you can make as big of a hole as you want. Let's just do it in the roof just for convenience purposes, and it will always fix it. Now, it goes one block at a time for at a certain point. As you saw, the first one fixed right away because they're all loaded with a block and it's ready to go. But then once, you know, it gets moving, then it goes at one block at a time. And it's gotta feed it all the way up, but you can see the cobblestone going up there now. And so yeah, you can make as big of a hole as you want anywhere, and it will fix it. The only issue is the block has to go all the way around, so it's going to be a while before that block gets repaired, but you can leave. If you check the roof is already done now. So you can always leave and come back, go do something. Eventually, by the time you come back, that will be done. You don't have to worry about it. It may be done right now. Yeah, see, it's repaired right now. And so this is just the feed here. And then this is the cobblestone generator. So eventually when all your holes are filled, the feed's going to fill up. And then all these pistons will stop moving when it gets to the right amount of blocks. And then the cobblestone generator will eventually stop. Sometimes it glitches out and it keeps going up and down, but that's fine. Eventually it will create another block under there and stop moving. So this is how it works. This is your little cobblestone generator right here. Move that, it makes another cobblestone block. Every time you break that, this works in survival. It has to be one block down here, 2 blocks down here, 1 block there, and then another 1 block here, a bucket of lava there, and a bucket of water there, so they flow into each other like that. Now you can have your sticky piston up here, so it grabs the block and brings it up, and then when it brings it up, another block gets created, and then you have a regular piston that pushes it all the way forward. And then you just keep this going, and that's how it constantly feeds your building. Now, the reason why it has to have the pulse is so the pistons can always be moving, as opposed to just having that like that. It'll never keep going now. You always have to come here and move that. So that's why you have to set up a quick pulse. There are many different pulses you can do. My favorite one, which is the easiest, is most simple and less likely to glitch is you use one redstone run one redstone torch to power off another one. You have to put a delay on it, otherwise it will the redstone torches will burn out if they go too fast. But this is the idea. You use the redstone torches to turn off and on the other redstone torches. Like I said, you have to put the delays on them, or the redstone torches, they can burn out when they turn on and off too fast. You just have to replace this one now, and then you have your delay going. Then you can take it here, and so now here's your never-ending pulse. Yeah, so you have to have delays on it because redstone torches, they can burn out when they turn on and off too fast. Then you have to come and fix it, and so it may be slow, but this prevents it from ever burning out. You never have the ever have the chance of it burning out, so it's never a problem. Um, so I will connect this here. There. So now we have a redstone generator right here, and it's producing redstone blocks, and it's pushing it into a line. So now it's creating our feed. And you don't need multiple feeds, like how I have this go here and then push over there and over there. That's just because I put the cobblestone into this setup here, like I explained to you. See how I told you it was going to stop eventually. But you can have the redstone or the cobblestone generator actually right here and feed directly to this one. Also with this here, I messed up the planning, and you actually don't need to have this block out one by like that. That's because I started laying out the pistons and I ended up messing up. But you could actually have this as this one row as your first wall. So if you wanted to condense this a lot more, you could have the cobblestone generator right here, feeding directly into your first wall right here. I don't know why I didn't have it work out this way. It just, I think because when I started with these, because I had the first one push it like that, and then all the other ones I was using the sticky pistons to pull it out an extra block, I think it threw off my dimensions of the building. So I think that's why I ended up having to do it this way. Once you're inside the building, it doesn't matter, you don't see it, but like I said, if you wanted to condense it more, you could do that. So here's our setup. See, it stopped here now, and you know, it'll always keep going forever. So you can now, if you wanted to, you could make your, oops, you make a wall right here. And you could make, and then you'd have to go like that. And then you can connect all this to the pulse. So it pushes this over there, and then all these will raise it up. And then you can start building your wall from here. You know, so you'd have to I'm not going to hook it up to the pulse, right? Or I will right now just to show you, but so yeah, you just hook it up to the pulse now, and it will, because the one side had stopped here, then this side will go. So it doesn't matter about the timing. You don't have to put these ones off time. Those two matter more. These two not so much here. Okay, that's weird. That glitched out, and I don't know why that did that. That's weird. I don't know why that glitched out. That has never glitched out on me before. This setup with that amount of delay on it, that has never glitched on me before, and I don't know why it just did. But yeah, so this is going to start building now, and this is going to go all the way up to 12 blocks before it pushes that over to this one. I only put piston, yeah, I only put one in there. So it's going to, it'll only build the wall that high. But I'm just showing you the concept, so you have this whole thing stretch all the way around. All the pistons pushing up and then all the way over there. And, you know, like I showed you, all over there, and then you have your floor, and then you have your roof. And so now you have this building that has a constant supply of blocks, and when you go inside you can break any block you want on any part you want and it will repair it. Certain blocks may take a bit longer, but so far everything has been repaired. And you can hear it working its way, feeding every piston back again. Now, you can't really use this for, to get away from a bomber, for example. Like this right here, if that gets blown up, your whole system gets screwed up. It's really just kind of a cosmetic thing. Like, you go into your house and you're like, hey, you know, let's have a battle in here. You know, you don't have to worry about breaking your house. You can do whatever you want in here, and you could, eventually it will fix itself. As long as you don't hit the pistons or the wires, everything will be fine. These are not connected, obviously. I just added that for light. But you could also use fence doors. Oh, which reminds me, I was going to explain to you why my door here is a fence door. It's because a piston cannot push a regular door. The regular door will break. Even if it's on a block here like that, the door will still break. So that means with this building, even though it stops at 12 blocks, if you put your door there, it does not know that the door is there, and it will actually break it and repair it. So that's why I use fence doors, because fence doors actually can be pushed by pistons, which means it does apply to the 12 block rule, and piston views it as a block. See? So with that, you can there we go. So that's why I use that as my door. So you can actually have a door to this place. You can also use that for windows, like actual windows with blinds that you can open and close if you wanted to. And the cool thing about that is if you break your window, it will repair it right there. You could obviously put glass or whatever design you want to in here. You don't necessarily have to have the whole building made out of cobblestone. I'm not sure what the glass is right now, but you know, I'll just throw that in there for now. You can, whoops, you can put whatever you want. You can build the wall how, like, whatever design you want. You know, you could have that. If someone breaks it, it won't replace those blocks. It will just put cobblestone there, but you can always come back and, you know, fix it again, and it will just hold it in place, right? So that's why I use my fence doors. There's my self-repairing house. That's how it works, and as you can see, we'll go back over here. As you can see, it worked on itself. You know, finished the wall there, and if you had the whole setup, like if I did every single wall and the roof and ceiling like I had over there, you would get the same outcome. So here's you know, there you go. That's how you make a self-repairing house.